Good morning, everybody. What's up? How are ya? Happy Wednesday. Hey, what day is it? What day is it? It's Wednesday. What day is it? Hey, Mike, what day is it? Hump day. What up, guys? Happy halfway through the week. We're almost there. It's almost the weekend. And we're going to take a little peek at the Schumann forecast for the day so we can kind of get a feel while we're people watching out there what the rest of the world's going through. And then I'll answer a couple of your questions. Morning, Royal. How are you? Spinny hugs. Melissa, what's up, Modest with the Mostest? You got it, Rowdy. Rowdy's a Modest with the Mostest, too. Archer's Angels, the mod squad. It's kind of like the Musketeers. Even Frankie had to do it. Everybody had to do it. All the guys were the same thing. Justin Timberlake was a Musketeer. It happens. What, Rowdy? I can't hear you. No, hi. What's up, brother? How you doing? How's it going down? Or actually, good evening. Yeah, Rowdy, how was Wednesday? I forgot. You're already in the future. How'd Wednesday go? What's Wednesday like? Because it's Wednesday night where Rowdy's at. Rowdy's heading for Thursday morning already. It's kind of cool. How you guys doing? What's up? Hey, Rahama, KT, what up, you guys? How's it going? Spinny hugs to everybody. I'm just looking. This is one of the few times I actually get to look at the chat. It scrolls fast, and when I'm channeling, I'm not even here. Rowdy, I don't drink. Sorry. Is sober Archer not funny enough? All right, hold on. Let me try it. Because Archer in his 20s knew how to have a Long Island or two on a Friday night. Hey, Randy, what's up, brother? How you doing? Suburban Mermaid, how's it going? But yeah, it'd be when 25-year-old Archer. That'd be about the right point. That was the point where I gave up and stopped drinking. Was I came home from going out one night because we had some good friends, right? Like I won a karaoke contest one time with a Libra, and we sang, what was it? We sang More Than a Woman. Yeah, because I had to do the real, and I was younger, so I could do the high parts. That girl, I know you very well. I can't do it. See, middle-aged Archer can't do it. But yeah, but when I knew I had to stop was I got up like a Saturday morning, right? I woke up late, and I'm like, oh man, where are my keys? I'm in my house. Where are my keys? By the time I backtracked myself, my keys were in my truck with the door open and the engine running in my driveway. And I'm like, wait a second. Somehow in Archer's mind, he had to get out of his truck, open his house, go back to the truck, start it again, do something, and then just walk away from it and leave the door open and go inside and go to bed. And I'm like, Archer, maybe you're having so many Long Islands, it's about the size of Manhattan. So that was just my personal experience, but there we go. I don't even know what drunk Archer would be like nowadays. Oh my word. I'd probably just fall asleep. I'm old. Ethel, I can't do it no more. Right? I got noises that make noises in my crinkles. But what I used to be like is I would about 2 to 3 Long Islands into it. And then I would start walking up to people and I'd be like, hey, Rowdy, hey, listen to me. Do you know that we are all just speckles in this universe? We're little. And did you know what? I'm going to tell you the meaning of life. Rowdy, you are going to thank me so much in the morning. Then I'd get a cocktail napkin off the counter or the bar. I'd write down whatever I thought the meaning of life was that night. And I'd like fold it up. I'd be like, Rowdy, put this in your pocket. Do you know how I love you, Rowdy? You are awesome. Do you know that? Oh my God. How in the world do we know each other? That would be drunk Archer. Thank God we didn't have so many like the camera phones, the video phones back then. There'd be a lot of bad evidence against me. Are we Suburban Mermaid? Could be. Yeah, I am. I hit the 44. I turned 44 in July. So yeah, middle-aged Archer. Ethel, help. All right, let's take a look real quick. Let's see what we got going on. I saw a very interesting, speaking of drunken streams, I saw a very interesting one last night that I'm like, I got nothing going on. I'm just going to leave this on for a few minutes. And anyways, let's take a peek at the Schumann scale and see what's going on so we can get a feel for what's happening. All right, no, I don't want that feature. That's for when we do collective readings. Hold on, I need the other thing. This one, I need this one. Okay, cool. I'm learning. I still need my weatherman clicky clacky thingy. You know what I mean? Okay, but here's what we got for the scale today. At the moment, it looks, I'm going to change this too. Let's just get this thing out of the way. No, it's not intermission, Archer. What are you doing? Pay attention, dude. Okay, there we go. Cool. So as you can see here, right in the middle, Tuesday evening, very quiet. That means everybody that does participate in watching news, it wasn't a lot of very bad events. This would have been the night the news channels had to like find the cute, funny cat videos. Thank God Taylor Swift got engaged because that actually filled up a good block of most of the news channels evenings. Congratulations, Taylor. Awesome sauce. You guys, Taylor, where's my wedding invite? I want to come. All right, please. I'll bring a good present. I'll do tarot readings for you guys. I will actually, maybe I could bring a band. I wonder if I know anybody that's like a really good, like a singer-songwriter or something that could like do like a really awesome wedding band thing. I'll ask. I'll look around. Taylor probably knows people to do a wedding band. And would that be fun though? Oh my God, that'd be so fun. But anyways, so we had a slow news night because as you can see, we only had these 3 green bands. All right, between where you see August 26th at about the center of the screen. But look at this morning when everybody's alarm went off. It's right below the 8 in August 27th. There's the whiteout resonance scale. Right around midnight, people started activating, getting up, grabbing the bedtime snacks, and the earth started pounding and vibrating more. But now as we come into the morning, we have a system reset. It's not, oh my gosh, the scales aren't registering. Look at the blackout right by SOS. No, we're okay. All that is are system calibrations. We all did not pause. The earth did not stop spinning. The instruments aren't recording. That's all. I'm pretty sure everybody's still driving to work and everything else, you know? If Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively don't get invited, and I do, sorry, Ryan Reynolds. Hey, call me Ryan. Anyways, so what I'm predicting here, there's usually system resets like this if there's any kind of updates or reloads. I literally do believe that what this is when the scales and the people over in Italy, they reboot. I reboot my computer every morning so that it refreshes, it clears, et cetera, and so forth. So I'm really thinking that's all that is. But I do see, look at the patterns, how we have spells between the 25th and the 26th, clear into Wednesday morning, that it was really quiet. We just saw those green lines, those little green bands. All that is just the normal day-to-day movements of the earth, okay? I will totally play at your wedding, sweet Stacy. I'll bring Bill and Dr. Winston O'Boogie. I'll bring both guitars. And so what I'm predicting as we go forward into this, I think we'll have more of a calmer energy until we get to about Sunday and Monday. I really do see with Labor Day approaching that it's going to be a more peaceful weekend as people get to rest. But I do predict a warm front, an incoming warm front Saturday, where as a result, by Tuesday morning, I predict we see a little bit more serious news stories. However, the weekend itself looks rather calm and uneventful. So when you find anybody fear-mongering, being like, oh my gosh, the Schumann scale is off the charts, the world's going to blow up and explode, especially when that unidentified meteor rock object thingy flies past us. They say it's a UFO, and it's like, okay, that's fine. I saw Elvis in a UFO once. All that means it's an identified object flying out in space that nobody knows what it is, but it's pretty far away. It won't approach and pass the sun until Libra season. And then by the time we get to Sag season, I predict that around December 19th or so is whatever this unidentified flying space junk object is. That's about when it'll pass by Earth, okay? There will be buildups to that as we get into later September and October. You'll start seeing some fear-mongering. The Schumann scales will peak. Remember, it's just what we do, how it affects Earth's vibration. Just like for those of you in apartments that you have somebody that lives above you, and every time they get up and move around, the floor vibrates, your ceiling vibrates, you know what I mean? Then you're staring at the ceiling because you're mad. That's what this is. It's monitoring from the core and the center of the earth, the vibrations of all of us walking around on top of the earth. All right? So that should give us a pretty decent idea of like what's going down. All right, now let's see. Let's see if we can minimize this and bring me back. There I am. Hello, Archer. What you up to today? All right, let's get rid of this. Bye-bye. There we go. And yeah, nice. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so yeah, that was the coolest thing I noticed when it popped up in my feed, that NASA's monitoring space junk, unidentified flying object, which y'all know, if it is aliens, they already know what's up. They're going to be like, all right, heads up. We're approaching Earth in December. Lock the doors, roll up the windows. Do not make eye contact. We're just passing through on our way. Right? They're going to be like, we don't need to. But it will be neat to see what happens as it gets closer and approaches the sun and whatnot. So let's super chat. All right. Let's see what you guys have going on for the week ahead for everybody. Ludicrous speed, Emma. Ludicrous speed. Cancel the 3-ring circus. Close all the malls, stores. All right, I'm going to switch over to the other screen. Let me pop over here, and thank you guys very much. We're still like rapid fire out. Shut up, Archer. Is that my voice? I'm sorry. Anyways, even when I work on music stuff, I hate my voice. I hate playback. Just double track me, pump a lot of reverb and echo on it, make me sound like the Dalai Lama on top of the mountain, and then I'm okay. Then a lot of auto-tune. Anyways, all right, let's dig in. Here we go. I will try to rapid fire any of these ones that are over 15 after we hit the break point. I will try to rapid fire them out. So if you did super chat, I'm going to rock and roll, and we're going to hit everybody. Remember, even if I don't pull the cards, I'm still going to channel into the energy. I'm not even here right now. I'm becoming a human speaker box right now. So it's like you're all pulling up to the drive-through, and I'm going to be like, and then, no, and then, no, and then. All right, so let's begin. Bible Tarot. Let's kick it off. All right, we're going to start with KT. Let's see what we got on this. Hi, Katie. What up? All right, you are going to be at a, you know what? I'm backing your timestamp up. It's just too good. We can't miss this. 11:11. Got to. Right, let's tap in and tune in. What does KT need to know, please and thank you? What does KT need to know? Whoa. You need a spinny hug. The deck jam. KT, so you get your own spinny hug. All right, let's see what we need to know. 6 of Cups, the Hierophant, the Chariot, into the Ace of Cups. Right now, on his side of the fence, he's dealing with family struggles. That's what's going on. Either parents, kids, just the family just pulls him apart, and he's in a struggle point, okay? And with the Hierophant, though, he's actually, man, higher level of thought, too, where he's been thinking about you more than usual lately. With the Chariot, I actually see him coming to a break point where he's kind of, at his age, tired of being the go-to, the rock, the support. He's basically had to grow up from a young age anyways. So Chariot to the Ace of Cups shows here that he was already starting to think about you during Cancer season, which is what was the little Ace of Pentacles seed that was planted in his brain to start making changes with the 6 of Cups so that he can clear out the space and come your way. It's like the energy of, you know, when the man grows up, he leaves the family to take a wife and et cetera and so forth, like explained in the Bible. So the stuff that was getting in the way with the 6 of Cups on his energy, that's what he's working with the Hierophant to politely in that. He doesn't want to burn any bridges, so he's trying to do it in the best way possible. That's what's leading him into your direction. So he's already on the return. And with the Ace of Cups, that means he will work through it, just like Grandma always explained to me. When the Ace of Cups comes up for a person like this, especially that Hierophant, he knows you're the answer, and that's how he closes the 6 of Cups energy out and comes your way for a fresh start, not just to pick up where we left off. I like that. The Lover's card. Oh my God, I didn't even see that on there. It's written in your guys' blueprint. Before you guys even incarnated into this lifetime, you guys went in front of St. Peter and like, yep, done our past life reviews. This is what we're going to do. We're going to come into this world. We're going to meet. There's going to be like, it's going to be an awkward start. We're going to work through it. And then we come back together. God's like, are you too sure about that? And you guys are like, yeah. Then he asked the rest of the soulmates around you, you guys, is that cool? And everybody's like, yep, you all clicked accept and signed off. All right. So it's been written in the stars with the Lover's card, the ultimate choice, that this fall is the time that you guys come back together and work stuff out. Ace of Cups. All right. And the Cancer energy in Taurus seems really strong with that one. And Cancer and Taurus are kind of like peanut butter jellies of the Zodiac. So you guys do work well together. He's awakening to it. All right. Hope that helps. Emma, what's up, hon? All right. Let's see what we got going on, girl. How you been too? Spinny hugs for you. Okay. Emma, let's put you at 1353. All right. Emma. The Taurus admitted he's been down since he was laid off. I'm literally hearing the Beatles song. You tell lies thinking I can't see. You can't cry because you're laughing at me. I'm fine. Wants to remove romance until he gets a chop. Strong feels on both sides. Am I right to say? Let's find out. King of Pentacles. Staying would be the very mature thing to do. All right. He's actually been brave and vulnerable enough to let you know that he's in a position where he doesn't feel like he could properly provide. Even though you'd be totally cool if it was like, dude, we can pick up a $5 Little Caesars hot and snotty and we can just watch movies. You ain't gotta woo impress. That don't impress me much, right? And in his mind, he wants to do all that for you. He's like, man, we're just getting started. I'm in a mess because of work. And a lot of the people are in this world right now are in a mess because of work. Queen of Swords, by you actually staying put and going a bit into a more nurturing, supportive energy, which you are so capable of doing, that just like, how's things going? Need help finding a job? And God's going to help provide and pop some job ideas, job markets, or what are those things, job fairs and stuff to help you to be his support right now. Even though he's saying, I'm not ready yet, you guys are still connected. He just doesn't, he's not used to anybody helping him, right? Then God's like, no problem. Don't worry, Emma. We're going to pop some of the job fairs, job notifications and stuff in your field into your phone. So that way you can share them to him. Instead of constant, are you okay? Is everything okay? What's up? It's like, okay, we're here. We're going to keep rolling with it. And that's how you guys get to work through this together. Page of Wands, he's going to be so shocked that this will actually help advance him, find the job sooner. And then you can get back to lovey-dovey text because his confidence will come back. Any man, when they're out of work, their confidence goes right in the toilet. It's default deep core genetic programming that the male is supposed to provide for the female. It's clear back to the caveman days. And right now, there's no tigers for him to go out and beat up with a club for you. So he's like, oh man, I'm me less man. Why are we going back to, wow, you guys do have a really deep soulmate connection. Holy moly. So if you hang in there when he's like, there's no tigers out, and you're like, that's cool. I found a place here nearby that has tigers. You might want to go check it out. He'd be like, Emma, good. I come home, drag you in by hair like Flintstones, and we Ace of Wands. Right now, he needs support more than the love, and then the love will return with Miriam's praise for God. Knight of Swords. God's like, Archer gave away all the plans. It's cool. You hired me. You could accept. You knew me. You could have been like, oh man, this lifetime, Archer, let's take a break. But you were like, let's keep going. I'm like, okay. So anyhow, wait, don't put the deck down. You're not done, dude. Okay. All right, Randy, you're up next. Randy, you are at 1640. All right, what do we got for Randy? What's new with her, and is she still alone? All right, let's find out. What's new with Inez, and is she still alone? Well, the star card sideways. It landed on the table sideways, which means she is finally starting to not reject the hurt, her stubbornness, the fixed energy of Aquarius energy, where it's like, I'm fine. I didn't do anything wrong. Randy needs to get his act together. I know better. I this and that. It came out sideways, which means she's starting to awaken to be like, maybe I did do a couple things that weren't quite right. Maybe this, maybe that. So it's not fully upright yet, but it's a work in progress. Okay. Her software upgrade, her spiritual awakening progress bar is at 50%. All right. Believe it or not, progress is being made. Wheel of Fortune, she's choosing to do the work with the Empress. She had one of those Jacob Marley, Ebenezer Scrooge visits in the form of a dream. An angel came to her in the dream. Oh, God, and warned her. It's the book of Daniel. Oh, my word. Yeah. Her dreams start getting weird and crazy because she jumps out into another energy, just like how like chapters 2 through 7 are written in a different language in Daniel, but then it comes back into standard language, Hebrew, Aramaic, Hebrew. And so she's made it through the Lost in the Sauce translations, and she's at the point where the angel shows up and says, if the people, Inez being the people in this analogy, continue on said path, there will be 70 more years of this, 770. Then she breaks a mirror. That freaked her out. It was her car mirror. Watch, she's got a cracked car mirror now as a result of something. And it was everything on that when she woke up from it, that she was like, I don't want to go through this much longer. And it started her on the healing journey because God and the guardian angels, her guardian angels especially, are starting to get ticked. And God's like, I'm about to this, like I'm about this far from putting a tower moment out there. You don't want it to happen. So far, all that happened is you bumped your purse into your mirror and cracked the lens. You can go to AutoZone. But if it keeps going, there might be a tower moment coming. And she's realizing it. She's awakening to it. All right. Let's see. Is she still alone? Boom. Justice card. Yep. Because she's supposed to be. She's not getting rewarded for what she's doing to the marriage. That's violating one of the 7 deadly sins. God don't like that. God don't like that. So he's not going to reward her. If she gets involved with anybody, he's going to use her. So, yeah, star card to be. All right. Hope that helps. Amanda, hi. Now, Amanda, hold on. I saw that yours was in the chat. I think it was like a status check. Hang on, let me look. I'll be right back. I hope I can go back this far. Let me look. There's Royale. I can't go back far enough, Amanda, for your question. Oh, no. I believe it was like his current feelings or something, right, Amanda? I'm going to go with current feelings. That's where my intuition's taking me, like a status update on what's he up to. All right, so I got you. I'm watching to see if you pop something else back in the chat, but otherwise we're going to say you're at 1944, okay? All right, let's see. Current feelings, current thoughts on his side of the fence. Give me an energy check-in. What's he up to? The World card, closing a cycle in a chapter. The stuff we've been discussing is the stuff he's finally ending. All right. Over the course of Labor Day weekend, something's going to derail on his side of the fence. He expects to have a really fun party. He's going to a cookout or something, but it doesn't work out that way. And then something derails on his side of the fence to close a chapter of everything that kept him stuck. It's one of those events where he really, really, really needs you. Nobody else can handle this. This is an Amanda issue, right? And the Knight of Wands shows him in fixed energy, Leo energy, coming your way with a big green flag. Okay. So you're in the back of his mind right now, subconsciously. The front line is he's excited about something going on this weekend. So it's got him a little detuned to you and what's going on. So you're in the background. The current feelings for you are the Sun card. His subconscious knows you're the happiness, but with the High Priestess hasn't told him about it yet with the Ace of Cups. So the result of what happens on this High Priestess right here on the refrigerator, that's where the High Priestess comes in. This is what's going to happen during the holiday that slows his roll and brings him in your direction. Six of Pentacles to the King of Cups. His money going to get taken away. He either spends too much on the holidays and then regrets it, or I'm being told somehow financially something happens to him. Okay? And the loss is something where he's like, oh my gosh, I feel unemasculated, King of Cups. I need that. I need to like figure out what happened. I really need to talk to Amanda. She could, I don't know. I really need to talk to Amanda about this. Because whatever it is, it's something you warned him about. And he's like, oh my God, she was right about that person. Oh crap. You know what I mean? Okay. So that'll be the derailment that brings over to this one. So his subconscious is currently programming him that you're the happiness, the Sun card. You're the one that can make this upcoming events better. So when the upcoming event happens, then the subconscious pings in, and that's what gets him the Knight of Wands, like Joshua, leader faith, come to you. Okay? Okay, cool. That was deep. I like it. Hey, Brittany. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you, hon. How you doing? Spinny hugs for you, Brittany. What you been up to? Lucas, what up, good sir? All right. Simju, how you doing? All right, let's see. Next up will be, I hope that worked. Okay, Ashley, right? Yep, there you are. All right. Melissa, give me a 15 count. Who's the 15th super chat so I know when to do the rapid fire? Please and thank you. Sorry, wasn't being rude, wasn't being bossy. I'm sorry. Please and thank you. Archer, does Donkey have any bad childhood trauma that he's trying to work through finally? Let's find out. All right, you're going to be at 22:33. Ooh, that's a nice one. Nice timestamp. I love having time to hang out with Frankie. I'm even getting the timestamps. It's cool. My timestamps used to be like 13, 8, 9, Batman symbol. Frankie's like 11, 11, 22, 22, 33, 33. And it's like, so awesome. Okay. Something about the repeating numbers. The Knight of Cups, he's seeing signs and repeating numbers like crazy. And you're not at the moment because you're going through a reboot. You're going to start seeing unsynchronized numbers that mean more to you. So now you got to start watching angel numbers, right? Like all of a sudden you're going to be stuck looking at the clock at 147. And you're like, whoa, what happened to 111? What happened to 222? I better check angel number 147 out and see what that's all about. That'll give you signs on the progress that you guys are working on coming together. All right. So Knight of Cups on this, yeah. The vibes I'm seeing here is literally the way he was constantly told no. Because that's young David on the Knight of Cups. And it's like if young David's parents were like, no playing harps in the house. You'll never make any money with the harp. What are you doing? That's craziness. The town jesters do that stuff. You ain't gonna. And he was so repressed. That's what he's working through because all of a sudden now it's like that energy when you move away from home for the first time, like you go to college and stuff, and all of a sudden you are independent. It's awesome. Oh my gosh. Even though the parents still reach out all the time to check on you, and you got to be like, I need money for ramen noodles and the laundromat. But he's discovering himself. He's a little bit older, but because of the lockdown he had and the way his parents were controlling onto him. That's why it took him a little. He's a late bloomer, but he is working on it. He's trying to find the independence. And once he gets to that point where he's fully independent, that's where he ascends like Jesus here on the Eight of Cups, walks away from the childhood traumas and comes your way. You'll hear from him before this happens, but he will not be fully through the childhood drama until Sagittarius season. And with the way your timestamp worked out, the date November 22nd will mean something to you guys coming up, okay? Three of Swords. He's rebelling against the childhood drama, and with the Eight of Pentacles, he is working on it, and he's progressing with the Eight of Wands right towards the Ten of Swords to overcome what the parents did to him as a kid. He wants to reach out right now. He's regretting it. He's Daniel Lion's Den on the Page of Swords. Every time he looks and checks you out, he's like, gosh, I won't. Why doesn't he do it? A little bit of regret for the way things fell apart. All right, he is in that mind, but he's stewing on it. All that Page of Swords in at night makes me think about you even more. All right, Rowdy, what up, bro? How you doing? All right, let's see what we got on this one. There we go. Okay. Mm. Ashley and then Rowdy. So Rowdy, you're going to be at 25.19. No, just 25.20. Let's just do 25.20. That sounds way better. All right. Let's see. All right. Anywho, hoping my plan with Staggy works out well for me. It's a financial housing type deal, not romantic, and she better not flake out. Sagittariuses are like the relocation experts of the zodiac. She's not going to flake out. They love helping people find homes. Usually they're in like property management or they wind up being real estate agents, and they're really, really good at it. Okay. Three of Swords. Nope. Rewind. Three Pentacles. My bad. Sorry. That's literally my eyes. That is not some weird Freudian slip. That is a middle-aged man who won't wear his glasses. Anyways, Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles. She's not going to flake out. This is actually what she's doing to help you with this is something that was written into her DNA since she was a child. She loved going around and she would get her doll houses as a kid, and she didn't play dolls and do tea parties. She liked moving furniture around in the rooms. Okay. So I do see on this Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, it's going to take a little bit of time. There's a lot of loopholes, and do not get frustrated because you're going to have to come up with paperwork and you're going to have to go back and show more paperwork. And every time she reaches out and says, well, now we need this, Rowdy, you're going to be like, this isn't even worth it. I don't care anymore. But patience and work through it because she's going to get you a nice place, good neighborhood. And with the subsidies that are included into it, you will actually wind up benefiting. She's also going to help you with a few extra of the like benefits and stuff that are coming your way that you haven't had time to process through. She's going to do more than help you with the house. Two of Cups, Queen of Wands. You guys are going to actually grow and meet business kind of a friendship together where she'll keep in touch and you guys will help each other through things. And you're like, what in the world could I help her with? It might just be like whatever you guys talk about or bond through, where she's like, oh, wow, you're really good at that. I might need help with that. And maybe it's just a friendship. Maybe she's really intimidated, quiet, or insecure. And you're going to help show her a little confidence, how to banter, how to be witty, that sort of thing. It is a reciprocal thing. But she's working on it for you. It'll actually work out, but there's going to be loopholes to jump through. So just patience. All right. You get frustrated, like, I'm not doing it anymore. Forget it. It's good. Just find the proof of incomes, send her the pictures, and blah, blah, blah. It'll be okay. All right. Angel Eyes, what up, hon? How you doing, girl? All right, Angel Eyes, we're gonna put you at oh, hey Melissa, let me see. Simju, Super Chats, Honored Royals is 2. Okay, got you. ANC. All right, so ANC will be is the 15th, and then I just rapid fire through the rest of them. Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. So that means next up is Princess, which I don't know if I say that right or not, but I'm sorry if I don't. But Princess, all right, you're going to be at 28 even. All right, let's see what's up, Princess P. You'd like to know what's going on in your love life and if your work life. Oh, love and work. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool beans. No problema. We got the King of Wands and the Six of Swords. Your lover, the one that was really hot-headed, the runner, the fight or flight that kicked in all the time. Six of Swords. He's starting to see things from a different perspective. So I'll get cards on what that'll do. Okay. A little bit of him going through his awakening. In the work home front, a new job is only a few blocks away. David versus Goliath might be something to overcome, but with the Six of Wands, I do not, by the end of the year, see you in the current job position you are. Okay. I actually do think that. Did I forget Angel Eyes? I'm going to come back to Angel Eyes. I totally bombed on that one, didn't I? What the heck did I do? Oh my gosh. Anyways, meanwhile, back at your reading in your work life, I don't see USP at the same job by the end of the year because they won't advance you, right? And so I see you going to another job that you're more comfortable in that allows you to be a little more confident. And instead of having to stay down and stay quiet while others get promoted and you get passed up, you start speaking your mind because you go into a new job and you're like, they don't know what I was like before at the other jobs. I can be strong, confident, da 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 da. And it allows you to advance in this industry. The holdups in the current job is because you're destined for better. And they're taking too much advantage of you. Okay? Now, I see your boy part in the red sea of red flags and the chariot to come your way with the Hierophant because he's going to realize you're the one. Page of Swords, he's already checking out your social media and you're very heavy on his mind with the Strength card as he's trying to figure out a way out of the. Wow, Daniel, the story of Daniel is really resonating right now. So in the Four of Swords, the pause was what was needed to allow him to process and analyze because he was kind of really taking advantage of your heart. He can't keep running every time things happen. You got to be able to make it through a conversation without going off the handle every time, even the heated talks, because couples go through that all the time. That's what he's working to change on, so that you guys can have a conversation without him getting louder and getting more intense and getting more, and just be like, I'm out, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go for a walk, I'm out, I'm leaving, I'm done, ghost. He's gonna be able to be like, okay, this conversation's kind of setting me off, but we're gonna write it out so we work through it. That's a maturity. I like it. Very cool. Okay. Now back to Angel Eyes, because I totally bombed on that. I am so sorry, Angel Eyes. You get a new timestamp. If I even did I even give you a timestamp? Oh my god. Anyhow, okay, let's see. Angel Eyes, you will now be at 3040. That's kind of cool too. I dig that. All right, what does Angel Eyes need to know? What does Angel Eyes need to know? What does Angel Eyes need to watch out for this week? The Two of Cups reversed. Cancer's coming back. Yep. I'm not holding the deck upside down. This deck is right side up, and every card's coming out reversed. And it's a love department energy. The Cancer, oh boy, you're going to face the grand test, Angel Eyes, because things might be a little rocky with what's going on in the current direction. And it's that test that just when you suspect it, the Cancer reaches out, reversed, Emperor to the Two of Cups reversed. And like, I made a horrible mistake, because he's been stalking your social media and sees that you're up to something, and he wants to know about it. And so that's bringing him your way. This is a giant heads up for you that the Cancerian will return. Ten of Swords, he hasn't done the work. Three of Swords, he's going to try to create a third party energy. Might just be drama or attention. Might be that whomever he's currently hanging out with, he isn't so thrilled with, and he needs a little quick fix from you, some attention. Just a heads up, the current person you're with and everything is the right path. The Hierophant. Boom. And boom goes the dynamite. Seven of Cups, Cancer is going to reach out and try to make you an option. Anything with the children's or the worksins? The Chariot for the kids. I don't know if there's something about transportation to work or transportation to school. Knight of Wands, maybe somebody passing and getting a driver's license or something to that effect, or school bus driver or something maybe like. But I do see I see help to get the kids to and from school for you. Eight of Swords, because your hands are tied. It's like, I'm doing so much and running so many hours in every direction. I think it's like, I don't know if it's carpooling or one of the kids start driving the other kids, but something with the Seven of Pentacles helps. And it's something you've been thinking about that's like, this would make maybe it's just how much you have to prep work for school in the morning for them, right? Yeah, the Strength card. It's frustrating. You lose your entire morning real fast. I see you having ways to either prioritize and organize or meal prep, and including the kids in it. Mom, why do you keep making us a stupid lunches? Just give us $10 for lunch. Be like, no, but we could meal prep together. Come on, kids, I'm going to show you how to actually do some adulting stuff. No, we want to play on our phones. Okay, then you just get the same stuff I keep packing for you, right? And they'll be like, well, oh wait, hold it. No, we don't want that. There's bonding time coming with the Eight of Wands for you and the kids through that. Okay, work. Give me work. I literally had the exact same message in the work home front, but for you, I actually see somebody approaching you, David versus Goliath, and as a result of somebody at work getting let go, you get to, I can't tell if it's you either move up the ranks and you assume their position, but I think it's more of like job cuts, consolidations. That's the vibe I'm feeling. And so they're going to throw more work your way, but with the Six of Wands, you're also going to get more pay. The Magician card, they're going to consolidate. They're going to consolidate. So you don't have to do your job, do the other person's job, and at least you're going to get some more moolah. Six of Swords. It'll actually work out better than expected for you. All right. So sorry about that. All right, let me get down to Joe. My bad. Speaking of computer reboots, I noticed my screen is lagging. I might have too much stuff going on behind the scenes at the producer's desk. I will actually be rebooting my computer before we get to the ones today. Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. They're up next. All right. Hey, Yuki. What's up, girl? I think the only day a week we're not going to do these are Tuesdays, because yesterday I was, when I went to bed after the All Signs, I was like, "This is awesome! I got this. This week's gonna rock." Tuesday morning, I woke up and I'm like, "Okay, maybe just Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday." It took me a little minute. I needed extra coffee, so I'm like, "Okay, well, Archer gets one morning to rest." But so yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll do these. Cool. And maybe I'll sneak in the weekends if I don't have anything going on and I get permission from the boss. Got to make sure it's okay with that. But anyhow, if I do them, maybe that's on the weekends or something. Maybe we'll do it in different time. I don't know. The weekdays are locked in. The weekends, total wild card. Nothing in stone. But anyhow, Who's next? It's Joe, right? Hi, Joe. What's happening in my love life? All right, I got you. Let's find out what's happening in your love life. You're gonna be at 34, no, 35 even. Oh, that's cool. My Scorpio Lil getting all the good things. Why did I just see somebody walk behind me? What the heck was that? I'm watching the playback because I got the other screen on to look at the fan funding. I literally just saw somebody walk behind me. They went from the Archer plate towards the QR code. That was cool, and I felt good about it. Oh, neat. Okay, what's happening in Joe's love life? The Tower card, the Knight of Pentacles. The person on your mind is actually working through a tower moment, okay? God had to insert a tower moment into it in order to guide them in your way with the Knight of Pentacles because it wasn't going anywhere as fast as it should have been. All right, work kept getting in the way. So what I think is happening with this is the job cuts on his side of the fence are what's going to lead to him having more time to focus on you. So there is somebody that's interested, but then you've got somebody at work that's always looked at you as like an option, and not an option, but man, if it's the Bible, like if we didn't work together, I'd be all over Joe. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Emperor. So you got two offers coming in because the tower moment going on in your man's life is literally he's going to start having free time. He's like, "What do I do? What do I do?" And God's like, "We're giving you the free time to go focus on Joe. Wheel of Fortune, do what you want with it." Like, so he'll take a little bit of time to just totally veg out on the couch and do absolutely nothing, like a week, and then he's like, "Okay, let's go for it." Yeah, there's the week with the Devil card and the Four of Swords, where he's like, it's a little bit of relaxing or just being relieved, you know. Five of Cups, right to the Judgment card, and the Town time. It's very much like when somebody retires, and then after they've retired, they're like, "This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go walk the beach with metal detectors and go on those casino junket buses, go to Waffle House at 6 a.m. with the cronies, you know, that sort of thing. Look for deals at Publix, whatever." And then all of a sudden they get bored, Five of Cups, and with the Judgment card, they wind up a greeter at Home Depot or working the hot dog stand, right? Greeter at Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. Get your stuff and get out, right? Because he's going to find out the spare time makes him bored, and every time he's got nothing to do, his brain wanders in your direction. Then you got the person at work with the Ace of Pentacles that would love to start something with you. Two offers. Interesting. All right, Chariot card. I hope that helps. By the way, he still loves you too. Okay. I saw the car accident again one more time. He's like, please tell her I loved her. She's been missing me lately. Tell her I love her. Okay. Gia. Hi, Gia. How far do I go? I don't even remember anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna count. I worked on my numbers yesterday, so let's see. We got one super chat. Ha ha. Two. Ha, I'm not gonna take that long. One, two. Never mind. I can't figure it out. I'm down by Shrek. All right. Anywho. All right. Gia right there. Oh, cool. Gia, thank you for your generosity. Oh my goodness. This reading is totally sponsored by Gia. I'm going to tap these guys in together and we're going to give you a big reading. Hold on just a sec. Okay, there we go. Gia needs an energy pulse. We're going to pull an energy pull for you. And then we're going to see what's up here. Which man will I end up with? April 29th Taurus or the August 31st Virgo. Oh, happy early birthday to the Virgo or someone else. I am single and ready for something serious. Let's do it. Give me some energy. Here we go. All right. I got you, girl. Oh, wait, timestamp. I'm working on it. Oh, 38, 38. Oh my gosh, 38, 38. We totally do. Okay, let's go, Gia. Gia, no matter what. Oh, that's the old Geo commercial. Okay, that's the old Gia. Does anybody even? And I had a buddy. His name was Giovanni, but he went by Geo, and we all nicknamed him Geo Metro. He was actually a cool dude too, but it was fun. All right. Current energies, the world card. You have successfully closed out the cycle that you were bringing up, and confirmation from the good Lord above is that you are ready for something serious. You waited for your past persons long enough that you completed the cycle with the world card, and by choosing to walk away from the one that brought you to tarot, your twin flame vibe and energy, it's what actually brought in Virgo and Taurus, right? Yeah, Virgo and Taurus. Okay, cool. So you're in the midst of your level up. You're balanced, you're in temperance energy, you control your temper, you don't overreact anymore. You understand you can't control how what your past people did to you, only how you react to it. So you're choosing to always take the high road. And if they find their way, you'll entertain it later when they reach out. But in the meantime, you're ready to see what comes your way. So what's up with Virgo? You have confirmation from God and the guardian angels that you are on track and there's nothing you should be doubting yourself for. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles and the Judgment card. To the Temperance down there. Okay, cool. I need one more card, don't I? That's what I missed. That's why I felt the weird vibes. Hermit. Okay. Huh. It's Virgo. It's straight up Virgo. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I totally got to reboot the computer. We are pulling some heavy workloads off of this. We saw a spirit order block behind me. There's lags in all this. Dude, the spirit, that blackout on the Schumann scale that I was talking about, it's picking up some new energy. I like it. Oh, we got an incoming warm front going. All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Virgo's gonna win. Even with the Hermit card. Because remember I said first that I was like, what's up with Virgo? What's up with Taurus? Taurus even pulled the Hermit card. Where if Taurus knew about Virgo, Taurus would be like, I can't compete with that. You should go be with Virgo. Is Virgo a doctor? Because that Five of Pentacles, the health card, somehow it ties to Virgo, or like maybe Virgo just has a lot of like the old ancient Chinese secret. You know, you take the tea and put frog stuff in it, and then drink it, and all your sinuses clear up, and you're like, whoa. So it's that kind of vibe. Judgment card of the Three of Pentacles. Even your spirits are saying Virgo is a nice catch. Virgo in the way, because there's no drama or anything attached to Virgo, he has kind of like been saved for you. That's why he's not coming with baggage or anything. I mean, he's a Virgo. He spends his entire life being like, what's wrong with me? How could I be better? How could I do better? Let me go look at my chart again. Let me go deeper. And it's like, no, wait, hold it, Virgo. You healed. That part's done. And Virgo's like, oh, are you sure? So this is the thing that's going into this. Now, with the Tower card to the Hermit card, I'm sorry, but Taurus is a little bit of a walking dumpster fire. And I'm not trying to pick on Taurus, but what Taurus is hiding from you is the addictions. There is something you don't know about Taurus yet that they hide. Okay? And when it's the energy I pull off of your Taurus is that when Taurus goes a little quiet in that, and you're like, wow, why is he so quiet? Why is it overnight, day or two, maybe even 3 or days or so before he reaches back out? Because he's on a bender and he's trying to hide it from you. Or he smokes and you don't like smokers, and so he's got to keep hiding the smokes or something. Now I do see that with this Tower card, he'll have to ride that cycle out just a little bit longer before he's ready. If you guys got back together in about 9 months, Taurus might be in a better frame of mind. But even right now with the Tower card, Taurus's energy says Hermit card. I'm still working on myself and healing. I'm seeing medical professionals. Even I recommend the Virgo. So Virgo wins. Okay. Should she entertain Taurus any further? Four cups. Okay, I gotta say it. Don't shoot the messenger, Gia. Four cups says if you take, you know how you basically you have two energetical tractor beams. All right. If you take laser beam number 2, which is pointed towards Taurus, and you direct the current, it's not Ghostbusters. Come on, Egon. All right. Don't cross streams though, but you need to combine the streams, and that'll divert the manifestation energy out of your healing work onto Virgo, and Virgo going to open up like a water spigot and be all about you. Okay. Oh, jeez. I don't mean to throw Taurus under the bus on this one. Taurus, the reason you like Taurus, Gia, is because he's still a little bit of the bad boy cycle from your past cycle. So that temptation is still there. Deep down in your heart, Virgo's the good guy, and you're ready for the good guy, the one that's been saved for you, that doesn't bring the drama. The smoking goes deeper, I think. I picked up on it, okay? So I hope that helps. Virgos are actually pretty awesome and so helpful. You could literally be like, I don't feel well. I have a cold or something. Virgo's going to make you up so many remedies, and just boom, they are the doctor house of the Zodiac. When's Virgo going to open up? I got you. The Magician card. As soon as you transfer the energy all to Virgo, you're only hitting Virgo with 50% of the stream, Egon. So you got to grab the other stream, move it over so you can grab Slimer. Do with that analogy what you will. Virgo will open up the moment all of your direction and all of your attention are focused on Virgo, because that'll take the bad energy stream, the part about Taurus that you like, he's a rebel and he'll never be any good. Well, he will someday. He'll eventually pass the test. But when you go over to Virgo, all of a sudden Virgo's going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, what's up? And you'll be like, this is freaky. It's like, literally, instead of me sitting there in the morning going, I want to hear from Taurus and I want to hear from Virgo, I just want to hear from Virgo. And then like 5 minutes later, you get a good morning text and you're like, shut the front door. That was easy. And God's like, I know, right? It's really cool. All right. I hope that helps. Sitting on the dock of the bay. What's up? Sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting till the evening comes. Okay. Who's next? I probably totally jacked up everything by doing Gia's together, didn't I, Melissa? Okay, Merva, Shrek, Royal, Laura's rapid fire. Okay, cool beans. All right. Thanks, Melissa. I am all over the board. My Virgo placements are so disappointed in me right now. All right, Merva, let's do it. Lessons from my twin flame crush. Okay, gotcha. You're at 45:15. Let's do it. All right, what shadow deck? You got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Okay, Yavel. Let's go. All right, lessons from Merva's twin flame crush. What do we got? What are the lessons? Whoa. The Eight of Pentacles. How to work through the trying times. That's the part on this one. All right. Straight up is that there's a little bit of the fight or flight on both sides. Okay. And that's where it was. The biggest lesson for you was in knowing your worth and setting boundaries. Okay. About like not being an energetical doormat for him as he comes in, correct? For him, the lesson that he needed to learn was how to treat people with more respect because he still looked at love as a game instead of an actual energetical exchange. So he didn't value your heart any more than he valued money when he was a kid. Like his dad never taught him how to save a dollar. His mom never taught him how to really treat someone with care and respect. So he had to learn how to respect someone's heart. Seven of Cups. Stop making you like an option. And Eight of Pentacles, you worked on yourself and you entered into Empress mode. With the Lover's card, it does show he'll be back. He will be back. So the vibes on this are with the King of Wands. Oh, he's already making plans. With the Eight of Swords, he just hasn't told you. But with the Eight of Wands, he's already moving your way. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Stand your ground. I just got you excited. Don't reach out. Let him contact you. The divine plan shows he does reach out and contact you because he's already Page of Swords in on your glow ups, and all of a sudden you're looking really good to him. Oh, so he does still think a little bit with that part. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. God's like, hey, we're going to use that to our advantage and pull him back in the right direction. So God is like MacGyver. He works with whatever we free will do. Even if it's scotch tape and baling wires with a paper clip and a pencil cap, God figures out that when there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? Okay, track. What up, dude? And thank you, Gia, for the super chats. You are just beyond generous. I do hope it helped for you. Okay, now let's see. Let's read Shrek and Royals got. Okay, Royals got the combination. Cool beans. Okay, so Shrek. How long of a wait for Fiona? I'm done waiting. You're done. Free will. No, I'm not going to do that to you, bro. All right, let's see what we got. Let's put you at 47, 47. Oh, nice. That's a synchronicity. Your masculine and your feminine energies coming together. Let's see what's up. You actually need a bro hug. You got it. The deck jammed. The High Priestess. Okay. Pisces energy on the High Priestess. Three of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. That's her. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. She straight up exercises her free will at her birthday, but you're not in a solid connection until Pisces season. Three of Wands. She's already looking at the road that leads back to your door. Even though it's Nine of Swords silence, Peter denying Jesus, God put a tower moment in her place that she's having a lot of regret. I messed up. How do I work through this? Because now she's in the place that she's clearing out the old energies with this tower card that it's time to get over the past and work through it. Now she's starting to realize that the way she kept you waiting and hanging, there's a little bit of like, there's no way Shrek would even talk to me now at this point. This is what's going on from now into like, I'm going to call this as Sag season. Okay. Does show silence on the home front until we get to about Scorpio energy, about the end of October, where she finally makes contact, talks to you. Okay. And then leading into it around her birthday is this card. Wow. Which even this led to the Hanged Man, more Pisces energy. So I see you guys spending her birthday and Christmas together. There'll be an issue with Thanksgiving due to family obligations on her part that will upset you slightly, but I do see communication and conversation will work through that part. And then you can actually go where you were wanting to go and do what you wanted to do on Thanksgiving. Anyways, that leads towards her birthday that you guys spend together. Then from her birthday season into Pisces season, just after St. Patrick's Day. That's when St. Patrick's Day, you guys will actually go out together, have a little bit of a party fun time, and you wind up, she comes home with you and never leaves the house again. Yep, she's yours. You claimed her. So if you choose to be done now, you're fine. That's cool. If you choose to continue on the journey for her, that's the way the thing plays out. Okay? Just for the heck of it. Since you did say you're done, you gave me another tangent, another line to follow. Shrek's exercised free will and he's done. What rewards does he get? If any, the Eight of Wands, faster movement towards an Empress into the Lover's card, and the Nine of Cups. You either have, is there somebody else you've been curious about in their Pisces? Pisces energy is running rampant on this reading. But anyhow, somebody who's got Pisces, Gemini, Libra, and Taurus in their chart somewhere is already in your energetical sphere as a result of somewhere you go and visit on a regular basis. Okay? I don't care if it's the girl behind the counter or somebody you just happen to show up at the same time she's at the restaurant every day, or it's in your day-to-day travels at the gas station. But there's somebody else already totally interested in you that should you entertain the idea, it would totally go out with you and you'd start something new and it would happen really fast. The Seven of Cups, by Scorpio season, you'd be a thing. It's just a little devil's advocate, though, the temptation of Jesus in the desert, because whatever you choose to do at this point is your free will. All right. See, the Eight of Pentacles. It's a viable option. Somebody that you met or interacted with around the Lionsgate portal on August 8th. The other energy you don't know about yet is the job that you're going to get. One of the coworkers that's already there will fall in love with you. Will totally just be like, oh my God, that's the one. She's not looking. This is somebody that already works at the place you're going to get hired at that hates all the guys around her. And she's like, I don't want the 6'5" blue eyes finance trust fund because it's all just ego driven big headedness. Where's just the normal dude just rocking your average Midwestern American body and looks, and it's just all more about commitment relationship instead of how big their head gets, right? And then you get hired in there, and all of a sudden she's like, oh my gosh, yeah. And you're gonna be like, wait a second, she's like Fiona, but everything I wanted Fiona to be right out of the gate. This is freaky, and God's gonna be like, pretty cool when that happens, isn't it? Anyways, just so you knew what the other tangents and the timelines were around your energy. All right. Otherwise, it'll be kind of a fun, kind of a winter season. Okay, Royale. Now we're gonna do that combo. There's Royale 1. Where's Royale 2? I'm looking. Oh, Shrek, thank you for the bonus too. Just sitting on the dock of the bay, you are beyond generous. Thank you so much. And Hershey M, you as well. I'm gonna help you guys out. We're gonna still do this. AF, I love you, girl. Spinny hugs. Tia Via, hi. Laura, what up, dude? Well, do that. You know what I mean, Laura. It's cool. Okay, so let's go back here to Royale and let's knock that one out of the park. All right, cool beans. Casey Moscow Musgraves. What up, Casey? Hi. Casey found a deeper well. You still give me butterflies when you come in there. I know I'm supposed to say like, oh, hi, Katie Moscow. So I'm supposed to just be like, shh, that's not Casey's fake identity. It's her fake account. You can't go on in the Casey Musgraves. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to just be like, oh no, you're just Casey. Hi. I love you guys. And thank you for putting up with my stupidness. Anyways, okay, my questions are, I'm using God's Royale 5327. Okay. Hold the deck the right way, Archer. Sorry, it's my first day on the job. All right, I just work here. Okay, I'm using my gifts. Am I using my gifts the way God is pleased with and what's going on in my love life? Okay, cool beans. I got you. I won't tell Casey. It's okay. It's cool. Casey, you want to meet Caitlin Petty? Anyway, I'm just having too much fun today. This is good vibes. See? Anytime you guys hear something about, oh man, Schumann resonance going to be rough. No, we're in this vibe place, okay? Everybody have some fun. Hang out with Mike the Camel on hump day. Eight of Swords, Page of Wands. You are, yes, you are. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about your spiritual gifts. You're Jonah trapped inside the fish with the Eight of Swords on the Page of Wands. You actually, your gifts, like you're still at that point where you're like, okay, this is a little freaky that I'm picking up these downloads, these messages. I'm hearing people's thoughts around me. Maybe this is what everybody can do, or maybe I'm just losing my mind. God's like, no, please tell her, Archer, that she's putting, like, your gifts, you're keeping the dial turned down to like a 4. You are so much more gifted than what you're doing. That's the thing. You're on the right course. You're just still nervous of like, can I control the energies? Can I do this? There's no way. There's no way I'm seeing these visions and channeling these people. It's just my brain. God's like, no, do it. It's like your spiritual gifts. You won't let it go. You won't let the needle go into the red zone on the meter. You're like, oh gosh, don't be careful, be careful. God's like, turn the knob to 11 and crank it off. You can manifest. Okay. When you actually go full on in and be like, okay, well, let's do it. I'm just going to manifest. I'm going to do it. Here we go. I'm going to put I'm going to manifest a swimming pool, put a roof on my house. Da, 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 da. All of a sudden, stuff's going to just go crazy. You will adjust to that. There's those few points. Some of the people you scare, they'll come around to it when you explain it to them instead of just being, because you're not the all high and mighty type of person, Royale. You're kind of like more like, I have humbleness. That's why I don't have it cranked up to 11. When you crank it up to the 11 and people freak out, you'll be able to stop and go, no, 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 it's just something I do. Kind of a vibe, like Matt Frazier vibes, how you can explain it. And that will allow people to like come in and then come out. All right. They won't. That's all right. The nerves of opening up, that's the hardest part of it with the Page of Wands. Here's the thing. The stuff that you fear, like opening up, people judging you, is actually going to work out in the Page of Wands. Miriam's praise for God, Ephesians 5:19. You really should work on writing those songs. You're really good at it. But anyways, songs and poems, you're very gifted. But okay, what we've got on the Eight of Swords of this is that everything you fear, the outcome of it when you start opening up is the complete opposite of the fear. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, if I tell so-and-so that I can see their future and I know what's going to happen, they're going to freak out and hate it. They're actually, what really happens when you open up, they get intrigued and they're like, tell me more, tell me more. And you're like, in your head, you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of, oh, wow, I thought you'd be nervous and scared. This is cool. And the right water will seek its level. You'll find the right people. God will just bump people into your life that need help and need vision. And they'll be like, oh my God, thank you. How did you know? Like you just walk up and approach people like, can I say a prayer for you? Anything you'd like me to pray about with you? And they're like, oh my God, how'd you know I needed that right now? And you in your head, you're like, oh, I was so scared to approach because I thought it'd be like that scene in Airplane when Robert Stack's walking through the airport and like, hi, you got a chance to talk about the Saturday Saint? Boom, throws it. Hare Krishna, boom. And everybody that you interact with that comes into your life, once you open it up, is going to be like, oh my God, thank you. I really needed that today. Awesome. It's cool. Okay. What do I do about the people telling about seeing the visions and telling people what I see? Use your discernment, okay? People don't need to see the strong, hard stuff. And if you give it to them a little calmer, don't give them the whole thing in the beginning, not the whole vision. Give them the broad strokes first. And then when they go, oh, wow, I really needed that. Thank you. What else can you tell me? Then you can start going into details and you'll be able to judge at what point they get freaked out and be like, okay, I better not tell them when I saw them passing away. All right, stuff like that. Because that is like very much how you know in Back to the Future that there's rules about don't interact or do anything with the past. Otherwise, you come back and your mom's in love with you, Marty McFly, right? So in this energy, it is very much that. The things that we are not allowed to touch on, we can't tell people when they're going to die, even if we see it. We are not allowed to do that, okay? And we are not supposed to tell people about pregnancy either, okay? Those are the only two things. But, so you'll use your discernment. And just remember, don't give them the full cookie, let them have the taste first. And then that'll allow them to open up and warm up. And then you can tell exactly how far you're safe to proceed and how much stuff just you held on to until they're further on their journey. Okay? With great power comes great responsibility. All right? But you never know how to use the responsibilities if you don't test it. Remember the scene in Iron Man? Tony Stark didn't just make the suit and take off. Remember that first thing where he's like, okay, let's do thrust test. And he's like 10% power. Boing, 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 and then Jarvis screws up and shoots the fire extinguisher off, right? With great power comes great responsibility. You'll adjust, the first few times out, you'll hit the launch pad and you'll look like Tony Stark, but you'll get the hang of it. And then before long, you'll be soaring through the sky. Okay, hope that helps. That was cool. Okay, okay. So let's see. Next up is it's Royale. That's Gina. Now the love life. Okay, hang on. I got to finish Royale's love life. A Fool card. He returns in a new energy because he watches your glow up and you help him from afar with the Two of Swords, that he winds up facing the greatest test because he never thought you would amount to anything, that he was better off without you. And then God's like, ha, John the Baptist on the Hermit card. You learned your lesson, didn't you? Look how awesome she's doing now, which allows him to grow up, mature up, and come in with a mature offer in the King of Pentacles, because you guys are going to spiritually grow together with the Two of Wands. He chooses you every single lifetime. You guys, You guys do this every lifetime, but you go through this whole phase, then you go and you glow up, and then he catches up riding the coattails because you trigger his awakening. He comes back, and y'all ride off into the sunset together every single time. And I don't see this time being any different than the last. All right. Okay, Laura next. All right, cool. Laura, I got you covered. Let's see what we got going forward. All right, let's see. Laura, you're going to be at 100 or 1 hour and 17 seconds. And then I'll do another reboot on the computer for the image quality. I probably honestly jacked it up with the camera. I'll fix it. I was messing with the autofocus settings the other day. All right, let's see what we got. Laura, thank you. Shadow work. Oh, wow. This guy's done his shadow work. How'd he do? Did he pass the shadow work test, or is he still thinking about an X or something? The 8 of Cups, he ascended, and he walked away from this guy. Got no baggage. Oh my gosh. The Queen of Cups. He's already in love with you too. Oh wow, he loves the place he found too. He's still making plans behind the scenes with the Queen of Pentacles to come your way. And the Ten of Swords. Stop overthinking. It's really happening. You're in a connection. You're in the talking stage. And he's still behind the scenes making plans with the 8 of Cups. He loves the vibes of you and your area, and he's already got places picked up. He was a busy bee the other night. He couldn't sleep because he was excited about moving. Even though with the Strength card, Daniel Lines in, he hasn't 9 of Swords told you about it yet. But you don't realize how many things you guys have been talking about with the Star card that has helped him make decisions behind the scenes. Literally, he is very sneaky in his conversations. I cannot draw you, mysterious stranger. Mysterious Gemini. But the thing on this is, he's already got everything. This dude's a planner. He's already got it all planned out. He's like, on this date in 2026, we will be together. On this date in 2025, we will do this. He follows his astrology. So everything he does, it's very much like me. Everything I do, everything Archer does is strategically planned out, weeks, months in advance on what day I launch it, when it happens, how I do it. It's a lot of Virgo moon that puts me into my planning stages when I'm off camera and I'm doing all the behind the scenes producer stuff. He's very much like that too. And most of my stuff revolves around astrological events. Also historical accuracies too. But anyways, he's very much like that too. All right. Okay, so Laura was the cut. So now everybody in here, rapid fire. 10-4. You cool without the timestamps, Melissa? All right, let's go for it. Tia Bia, Pisces energy check, 102.37. Tia Bia, nope, I need cards for Tia. I tried to put the deck down, and it's like, no, don't put the deck down. 5 of Pentacles, the Fool card. Okay, at the moment, Pisces isn't sick. Pisces is clearing out energetical space for you, okay? In other words, whatever it is the one vice that has never allowed a relationship to work out for Pisces in the past. That's what they're like, oh my gosh, I really like Tia Bia, so I want to change. I want to work through that. And then he's like working on himself, like, don't do this. Stop being obnoxious. Don't do like he's really trying to internally change himself. Even with the 5 of Pentacles, you don't hear from him much in that. He gets very much into his own Pisces zone and focusing on his healing work to be a better person for you. Now, as he feels more accomplished in what he's going through and getting better for you to be ready for the relationship, he will come into the 10 of Pentacles. So during Virgo season, he will start opening up and talking more. The silence, the period between communications will start closing in because with the Fool card, he'll start feeling better, healthier, ready to move forward. And that'll open the door up for you with the Queen of Cups. He is a Pisces, and all the water signs have a habit of doing this. But he's looking at me with the Queen of Cups being like, I think I'm in love, Archer. And I'm like, embrace the feeling. Try it out. What do you think about her? 8 of Cups. She's on a whole other level. She is nothing like the people from my past. Congratulations, Tia Bia. You bagged yourself a Pisces. They are the most nurturing sign in the Zodiac. It's awesome. Can I do for you? Can I change for you? Can I do stuff for you? Oh my gosh, don't let him go, Tia Bia. He is not Leo. He is not a Leo energy. He's in a whole different New Earth timeline. All right. Anything you're like, oh God, he's going to do the same thing Leo did. He's not programmed that way. All right. He's not capable of doing what Leo did because it wasn't put into his program. All right. It's very much like the energies of Kit and Car from Knight Rider. I've always used Kit and Car as the best way to explain Zeno's paradox. Zeno, a Greek philosopher, way back in the heydays, that one of the many paradoxes he posed was what happens when an irresistible force meets an immovable object, right? I always looked at Kit and Carr from Knight Rider as the perfect way because Carr was the prototype, but his dominant program was self-preservation, where Kit refined version, and his programming was human preservation. Kit would destroy the car himself if it saved Michael or saved human life, right? Therefore, to follow Zeno's paradox, in head-to-head confrontation, Car would always chicken out first to preserve himself and the car, whereas Kit would crash right into Car to save human life. That was a very long way around the difference between your Leo and your Pisces, okay? Pisces is Kit, Leo's Car. There you go, all right? Usually the water signs wind up being Kit and the fire signs wind up being Car. I have no clue why, it just works. Can't fight logic, okay? So I hope that helps, makes a little bit of sense. All right, now let's do it. Overall energy for the rapid fires. Boom shakalaka, the 8 of Wands, forward movement in the 4 of Wands, twin flame, reunion, energy, marriage, rewards. If you're dealing with a twin flame, we got good vibes. And if you aren't, and you just want to be married, you're going to be inviting me to your wedding. And I want to come to all the family members. When you get to a point of marriage, I want to come to be like, you guys did it. I've been with you through all of this. I want to come to people's weddings. I would totally travel. All right. I might need a second seat. I don't know. Might just have to stay comfy. Who knows? We'll figure it out. All right, let's do this to it. All right, AF, Trevor's in town and having fun. Is he loving it and wanting to get closer too? Of course he is. He's actually scoping the energies out. You're changing his mind. Okay, the whole thing that's leading Trevor in these directions is he wants out of where he's currently at. He's telling me his living area is totally, he's like, the town's dried up, the dating scene's dried up, the women are gross, I'm not happy here, I'm gonna move, and wants to move your way. He's having more fun because in his mind, he is already living up the fantasy that you guys are a couple. Enjoy the energy and give him the girlfriend role. Act like you're his girlfriend already and watch how quick he comes back and how fast he moves your way. All right. Hershey's, what's up, Hershey Kisses? All right, let's see. And thank you for the generosity. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you guys all for your generosities. Okay, you're about to transfer to a different city. Cool. I want to know my future and more especially my love life. Okay, now here's what's things on happening here. Okay, the divorce actually gets readjusted later and you will actually get better benefits for it. Okay, because the first time around he takes advantage of it, but then I do see somehow through mediation that there's a better agreement that's reached than the original agreement, right? Now, with the lessons learned from that, your love life, your new man is waiting in the new city for you. You will not know of his existence until you start moving and scoping out the city vibes. And definitely think about it and look into it, because I even noticed over the course of 2017 to 2020, the Earth experienced a massive energetical shift. The hot spots in the United States alone went from Los Angeles and hold on, you guys are facing the other way. Let me mirror the map. Los Angeles and New York were the original hotspots, right? I can make it. It's up to you, New York. And then Capitol Records, LA, Hollywood, all that stuff, right? Even my actor friends, they're all the ones that call it Hollywood, right? But the energy shifted, the earth shifted, and the hotspots became Nashville and Seattle. So I started tracking that way. If y'all remember, been here from the beginning, I was doing stuff in New York. The energy shifted. I followed the energy. You're going to follow the energy shift, and God will guide you to the right city for the best job and the new boo that comes into your life. You will take a vacation trip, scout it out. That's when you bump into the guy first. So when you fly back home to current city to start going on Zillow and looking at apartments and homes, you've already got a boo that you're texting down there, right? And that way you're like, found this place. It's here. It's 123 Main Street, East, blah, 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 blah. He's like, no problem. When I get out of work, I'll drive by it and send you a picture. I'll scope it out for you. I know the neighborhoods. I know the areas. And by him, like, helping you, he could even wind up being your real estate agent. I need a card. I need a card. Did we figure out who it is? Archer deck? It's the King of Pentacles. He might even be a broker, you find out, or something. Money. You got to do, when the King of Pentacles, mature, stable, working priorities, I have a feeling you might crush on the real estate agent that helps you with your move. It's cool. Look, I had to pull that. I had to pull that King of Pentacles, and he's like, damn, he making bank, man. Enough that did I just say a swear? Are you serious? You let me do that? Oh, you just want to make sure I don't sleep in on Sunday. God's like, I'm gonna make sure you go to church on Sunday, Archer. Anyways, okay. Is there anything else I want to tell you? My future, let me see. I am so sorry. I just laughed like Burt Reynolds, and you guys heard my real laugh, not my Archer. It's the 10 of Pentacles. That is literally the real estate card in the Zodiac. I studied under a Scorpio. I've studied under 3 Scorpios if you count Mom, Frankie, and the other one. All right, my mysterious smoking woman. But that's the real estate card in the tarot. You are going to move and marry a real estate agent. The dude that's the most unique love offer you've ever heard of. And then when he's not a real estate agent in his suit and tie looking really good, and he like rocks the suits, and even you're gonna be like, oh my God, Archer, look at his butt. It is so big. Must be one of them rap singers. Right? But it's he falls in love with you in the 8 of cups. You guys literally ride off into the sunset, leaving all the old stuff behind. So this is your rewards for a twin flame journey. You're gonna find an awesome King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Pentacle soulmate. All right. And Shrek, just so you know, that DMV job, you wind up getting another state or government job. That's the thing. You're not going to be stuck at the DMV because upon review, not the HR department at the state, but God reviewed it. And it's like Shrek is going to be bored out of his mind sitting behind that counter. He's going to get ticked off at everybody else and be like, oh my God, this state can't find their way out of a paper bag. No wonder it takes 3 hours when I come to the Secretary of State. Michigan calls the Secretary of State DMV, whatever. Michigan has to make up our own words for some reason. Anyways, but pop. I walk into a place around here up in Michigan, Shrek, and I'm like, I need a soda or whatever. They look at me like I'm weird. I'm like, you guys do know every other state says soda. Maybe Wisconsin says pop. I don't know. Whatever. Fago. But anyways, God knows that you would attempt to rewrite the rule book in the DMV and you wind up losing the job because they're not going to change. They're not. It's going to get worse, right? Shrek, your kids, my kids, if I get blessed to have some someday, they're going to wind up having to take a day off of work to go and get license plate tabs. I kid you not. And then there'll be AI tabs. So they'll come out and instead of saying like FEB, it'll be like weird Russian symbols because it's all AI generated. It's like, that's not how you spell February, right? It's going to be a mess. You do wind up working for the state, Shrek. It's not the DMV. I think you wind up in local government. You're like, no way, Archer. I hate politics. I ain't doing that stuff. What say you, boss man? You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, Shrek? No. The thing is, it's a temptation on here. Emperor card, 2 of swords, 5 of cups. You're like, I could never do it. And then you wind up 4 of wands, changing the world, and meeting somebody in politics. You're like, what? What is the local, like DPW, city offices, mayors? Do you want to run for city council? Somehow you still wind up working for the state and you boss up through that. And if Fiona don't pull it together, you're going to meet somebody in there that like they rock it. You know what I mean? It's that vibe like House of Cards, right? When Kevin Spacey got Kaiser Soze out of the House of Cards and the woman took over as the president, that whole thing. There's a woman in politics that'll be totally all over you and could teach you about all of it too. And you guys just like, whoa, really fast. And then Fiona's like, what happened? Oh my God. Now he wears a suit to work and he's on TV doing interviews because there's a city council meeting. What the heck? Who's that cute girl he's with? I got to get a whole Shrek. And it pretty much just snowballs on her from there. Okay. That's some deep messages we're channeling. School board, Rowdy might have a point. Now I saw city council. I think Shrek is way above. Shrek's above school board, Rowdy. I see more of a city council position. I would totally put a sign in my front yard, vote Shrek. Ashley knows what I'm going to say next. Because Shrek's running mate would be Donkey. That's right, Shrek. We're going to do that. I like it, Shrek. We going to vote for Shrek. Don't vote for Pedro. Vote for Shrek. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. I think we got everybody covered. Are we good, Melissa? We good, everybody? Who did I miss? I gotta go get ready for Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, and get my personals and stuff out. If y'all do want to book a personal reading with me, all you got to do is scan the QR code down here at the bottom of the screen or up here in the corner. That'll take you to the Astrology link tree. The very first link there is booking a reading with me. It's the automated site. You can pick from the available appointments, your date, pick your time. If you want a Zoom reading with me where you're live here at the table, or if you just want a traditional private YouTube reading, Either way, I get notified after you book the appointment, and then I reach out and send you a link. It takes me usually 48 to 72 hours to send the links out, but I do it, and it's me sending the email. I don't do like copy paste form. I actually want to type them. All right. I grew up watching Beatle documentaries after the anthology came out the first time. Thanks, Macca. And that was where I was like, wow, the Beatles used to sit in hotel rooms and actually respond to those things. So I do it when I'm having morning coffee and whatnot. I sit down and do emails and do comments. It's me doing all of it because I like that personal bit to interact with you. But anyways, also use the QR code to go to that Archer Astrology link tree, basically everything that Melissa talks about, right? And it'll take you to the playlist, the platforms, the pick of cards, base covers, original songs, interviews, all things Archer, and everything that's safe to click. Remember, I will never reach out to you for a reading. I will never reply to a comment with a WhatsApp number. I do not have time to ask the people that have my phone number. How long does it take Archer to reply to a text message? Nobody even waits anymore for me. They're like, he'll get around to it someday, right? I don't have time to have a WhatsApp and other profiles and all this stuff. I barely have time to check the Archer account. So I will never go through and reach out and be like, I have an insanely deep message for you from your great grandpapa, and you must send me a picture of your palm and $2,000 in Apple gift cards and WhatsApp. I don't do that. Okay. The only way to interact with me or get a reading is you have to reach out first. If you want one, just ask. I won't solicit it. Okay. Just pay the sword safely, my friends. And check out the channels in the Archer Network. They're all the ones that are safe to subscribe to, and they are the ones I subscribe to, trust, and support, and believe in. Okay? I got to remember to add Selena Fire to that. Final announcements. Nashville, Tennessee is still on. There will be a public appearance. We're going to do a meet and greet on Sunday, September 14th. There'll be an all signs. You're invited. I've got some stuff I'm going to do later today that'll solidify the place and the time. All right? No cost, no ticket sales. Just show up. That's all you got to do. All right, it's all paid for and sponsored, and it ties in with Dr. Joe Dizazi. I still can't say his name right. I really got to ask about that. But anyways, pay the big money for him, and then I'm just here. I just want to say hi to you guys, and I miss Nashville. I can't wait to get back there. So yeah, and then remember, me and Frankie are doing our next collab. We're the Archer Frankie conundrum. We're gonna be doing that because we have both of our channels have gotten so big and so fast. We don't have those times anymore to FaceTime and pull cards and do daily check-ins and just talk about the meaning of life, right? So we're going to be doing more of those because if we're going to do it, why just do it by ourselves? Why not do it with all of you guys, all of Frankie's fam? So the next coming up one for the month of September will be on the 21st, and then the Halloween special. All right. It's me and Selena from Love Fire Tarot. We're doing a Halloween All Signs on October 18th. Okay. Along with the vocal group, the Crypt Keeper 5. I don't know if I'm going to even dress up. Maybe I'll get the banana costume or something. I don't know. But anyways, stay tuned to the channel. I'll keep you updated on all the upcoming public appearances, meet and greets, and collabs. All right? It's going to be an awesome end to 2025. We are going to finish this year out with a bang. All right? So subscribe, be a part of the fam, because the only thing I'm asking for Chris, I do not ask you guys for anything. I love it when you like and comment and subscribe. The subscriptions are the only thing. When I sat back and I'm like, wow, we made it to 70,000. I am shocked. I am blessed. I'm so grateful and love all you guys. And I'm like, you know what? I would like for Christmas, God, I would like my 100,000 subscriber plaque. I want to know that I can help 100,000 plus people feel better and find peace and love. All I want for Christmas, could I just have my 100,000 subscribers? So I'm trying to set the manifestation early that if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, it would mean the world to me. All right. No extra bonuses, nothing. I know there's nothing in it for you. Maybe I can help you in the tarot readings and resonates and some of the other stuff. And you have a chuckle or two and hang out and be a part of the fam. But if y'all help me get my Christmas present, I mean, I'm still going to do this forever, but I'll still do this for. See, I got nothing to offer because I'm never going to stop doing this. But I'll send you spinny hugs or something. We'll figure it out. But thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to scoot. I'm going to get ready for the lives later on today. Cancer will be at 3 p.m. Eastern, Leo at 4 p.m. Eastern, Virgo at 5 p.m. Eastern. So hang out, and I'll see y'all later. You guys have a great day, and let's get to work. Let's make some money. Let's heal some people, and let's just be happy. All right. I'll see you guys later this afternoon. Peace and love.